Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Spider-Man action figure. This was available in 2020, although the date on the box says 2019. This is part of the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave. And it says Gamerverse, so this particular version of Spider-Man, or his outfit, is part of a video game. And actually on the back, I'll show in just a moment, here's a nice window box where we can see the action figure and the accessories, the Build-A-Figure piece there. There is the top, nothing happening there. Here's the bottom with some information, and we go. Here is one side of the box. Here's the other side of the box. Here is a picture of the action figure here and a little mini biography. That mini biography says that this is the Velocity suit. Here are the other action figures in this wave. Here is the Build-A-Figure. Looks like they made the Build-A-Figure look kind of large. Although if we look at the Build-A-Figure piece, looks like a small leg, about the same size as Spider-Man's leg there. So I will open this up and review the action figure in just a moment. Here is the Velocity suit Spider-Man, and aside from the Build-A-Figure piece, here is the only accessory we get, some sort of web wrapping, which I think we can just put on an action figure. So Spider-Man will capture one of his enemies and wrap them up in the webbing. So it's a nice little it's a nice little bit of accessory, something that we can use on a variety of action figures in a variety of dioramas. So I like it. It's pliable, so as long as we're gentle with it, I don't think it'll fall apart. And here is the action figure. Let's see how tall this action figure is. Looks like just a little bit less than 6 1/4 inches tall. So that's a nice height for this action figure. And let's take a closer look at some of the details here. I like how shiny it seems to be. Kind of a shiny, smooth suit here. Looks like a lot of details. So I haven't played the game. I think it's a PS4 game that this comes from. So looks like a nice design. And if we look closely, I think all of these details are actually sculpted into the figure. Sculpted and painted. So I like the attention to detail. So it looks like they covered all of it with some extra sculpting and then painted it. So very nice. And even on the bottoms here of the feet, we have the peg holes in the heel and then some treads around the edges of the feet. So lots of nice details. And the continued painting on the back. Nice sculpted detail on the back, and it's also painted. Looks like it's pretty clean. So I don't see any real mistakes or splotches. So I like that. You know, a lot of extra detail. And if we look at the bottom of the head here, it looks like it's kind of hollow under here. But that's no surprise. I'm sure they want to save plastic where they can. So let's take a look at the articulation. We can look up, pretty high up. We can look down. We can turn side to side. And no tilting. Now there are no butterfly joints in this action figure, but the shoulders do go up. And they can go around. there's just a soft ratcheting in there, so not very hard, but I can feel it as I turn it. There are bicep cuts. Seems to be working. And double jointed elbows. Seem to be just a little bit stiff there. There we go. Can I get that one? There we go. Takes just a little bit of work to line it up, but that'll work. And then the wrist can turn and has a hinge. Same thing with this side. Yeah, it goes better this way. And we have a diaphragm cut there. We can crunch forward that much. Go back that much. So a little bit less flexibility than I would have liked for a Spider-Man action figure. We need butterfly joints and more crunching. And the waist twist. The hips go out so we can do the splits. Could have been better, but that's not too bad. You can kick forward. Yeah. It could have been better, but it's alright. We cannot kick back. There's an upper thigh cut. Works on both sides. We have double jointed knees. Not too bad. So you can put him in a sitting position. Let's see, can I get it straight? Yes. There we go. And there are no boot cuts on this. And we can go down. Ankles can go down. They can go up just a little bit. And there's ankle pivot. Oh no, the joints are pretty nice. So far all of them have worked. Just the elbows were just a little bit tight there. Everything seems to have some soft ratcheting. Just a little bit tight, I like that. I hope that means the joints will last longer. But everything is moving properly. Nothing seems to be really stuck. Nothing is too loose at the moment. So I'm pleased with how it looks, and I'm pleased that all the joints are working. Here is Velocity Suit Spider-Man next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. The one on the left is the Fortnite 4-inch Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. The one on the right is a 4-inch action figure from an Animal Planet set. Here is the Velocity Suit Spider-Man next to the Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic 6-inch action figure by Hasbro on the left, and the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin White Ranger 6-inch action figure by Hasbro on the right. So it looks like Spider-Man is a bit too tall in this form. I think Mr. Fantastic should actually be taller than Spider-Man. Here's the Velocity Suit Spider-Man next to the Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure, 6 inches by Jazzwares, and the 7-inch Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. And it looks like the Spider-Man action figure is just a little bit taller than the Havoc action figure. The HammerTron Sledgehammer rating for the Velocity Suit Spider-Man action figure from the Gamerverse is pretty good. Not quite as good as it could have been. I wanted to have this Spider-Man standing on the handle of the sledgehammer, but I was having too much trouble getting him to balance, so I have to have him sitting there. And I think it's a pretty good action figure. It feels like a solid action figure. All the joints that it has worked pretty well for me without any real problems. So I just hope that the joints continue to work and don't become too loose over time. The only thing missing are the butterfly joints, and also the crunching and splits were not as much as they could have been, because I expect a little more flexibility from Spider-Man. That's part of his claim to fame, being super agile and flexible superhero. But all in all, I enjoy this action figure quite a bit. It does look a little different than Spider-Man normally does, but it's a nice addition to a collection. Thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.